Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Raj. I'm a recently doing graduate in the Concordia University, Chicago, River Forest, and today we'll be continuing the video on AWS Cloud. And this is my second video. If you want to know more introduction part about the AWS, then please see my previous video. I'll keep the link here below in the description. And today we'll be discussing about the AWS EC2 and let's talk about the content. The content today will be discussing about the Amazon services. What are the services that Amazon provide? Infrastructure services, introduction to EC2 instances, EC2 cluster instance, EC2 payment methods, and these are the things today we'll be discussing about. Okay, what does AWS offer? AWS offers low ongoing cost, pay-as-you-go model, instant elasticity and flexible capacity, speed and agility, apps not ops, global reach, open and flexible, secure. Let's talk about the low ongoing cost. It offers pay-as-you-go pricing with no upfront expenses or long-term commitments, instant elasticity and flexible capacity, scaling up and down. As you scale up, you use the more resources, and as you scale down, you use the less resources. According to the inventory, according to the infrastructure capacity, whatever you need, you can use the AWS and pay as much as you use the resources of the AWS. Speed and agility. Develop and deploy the application faster instead of waiting for weeks or months for the hardware to arrive and get installed. You don't have to wait for the long term for the hardware to get arrived and install it. Instead, AWS will offer a virtual setup of all the infrastructure you needed for your business. Apps not but ops. Focus on projects. It lets you shift your resources away from the data center, investment and corporations, and move them to innovative new projects. It's mainly focused on operations rather than investment and other infrastructures. Global reach. Take your apps global in a minute because it had a lots of availability zone. It have lots of edges, which will directly lead you to the different parts of the world. And within a second or within a minute, it will take you in the world. Open and flexible. Your choice. Your choose the development platforms or programs or model that makes that most the sense for the business. It is more open. What type of business you have, it will provide such type of infrastructure and resources. So it is so flexible that you can use it constantly as much as you want. Secure. Allow your application to take advantages of multiple layers of operations and physical security data center to ensure the integrity and safety of the services. And it provides all the necessity services that you require for the upliftment and enhancement of your project or your startup. And it always protect your data center, always will ensure the integrity and safety of your company. So this is the infrastructure service that AWS provide, which comes EC2, VPC, S3, EDB. And these are some of the infrastructure services that AWS provide. I have kept the link of each and every one. That simple one, the usually the which one we use, and these are the one of the main infrastructure services that AWS provide. Okay, now let's talk about one of the infrastructure services that Amazon service provide. That is Amazon EC2. The full form of Amazon EC2 is Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, Amazon EC2. It is a web service that provides a secure, resizable compute capacity in the cloud. EC2 allows creating virtual machine (VM) on demand. Pre-configured templated Amazon Machine Image (AMI) can be used get running immediately. Creating and sharing your own AMI is also possible by the AWS Marketplace. As AWS always ready for providing the templates of virtual templates of the AMI, which is ready to immediately ready for the running, and it always create a virtual machine for you. And also, if you want different Amazon virtual machine image, then you can create it by yourself according to your needs and demands. Auto scaling allows automatically scale up the capacity up seamlessly during the demand spiking spikes to maintain the performance, and scale down during the demand lulls to minimize cost. Yes, scaling is very flexible. If there is the demand of your service is so high, then you can scale it to higher level. And if there is a low performance, then you can scale down your all the resources to bottom line. So according to the needs and demands, you can use the AWS EC2. Elastic load balancing automatically distribute incoming application traffic across multiple Amazon EC2 instances. For the load balance, we have elastic load balance, which will automatically distribute all the traffics that are coming to your servers to the multiple Amazon EC2 instances. Provide tools to build a failure resilience application by launching application instance in separate availability zone. Pay only for the resource actually consumes instance hour. According to the resources that you have used hourly, on the hourly basis, you can pay only for those. Okay, let's talk about the EC2 cluster instance. Okay, cluster compute instance provide proportionally high CPU resources with increased network performance and are well suited for high performance compute (HPC) applications and other demanding network bound applications. High memory cluster instance provide proportionality high CPU and memory resources with increased network performance and are well suited for memory intensive application including in-memory analyst, graph analyst, and scientific computing. Cluster GPU instances provide general purpose graphic processing unit with proportionally high CPU and increased network performance for application benefiting from higher parallelized processing, including HPC, rendering, and processing applications. Okay, let's talk about the EC2 payment methods. There are four type of payment method. That is on-demand instances, reserved instance, and spot instances. The last one is the special one that students frequently use and mostly used. That we'll talk at the last. Let's see about the on-demand instance. It let you pay for compute capacity by the hour with no longer terms commitments. On demand means according to the demands of the users, you can use the resources and pay accordingly. Even you can see in the figure for the okay, let's talk M3 medium general purpose and M3 mediums. Only one used, gender 3, and only for 3.75 gigabits, and it will pay just 0.070 per hour. According to the resources that you have used per hourly, you can pay according to that only. Okay, another is reserved instances. It gives you the option to make a low on-time payment for each instances you want to reserve, and in turn receives a significant discount on the hourly charge for that instances. As it has already said that it provides a one-time payment for each instance, and also receive the significance. You can receive the significance discounts. You can see over here in the T2 micros, they have to pay upfront of $42 hourly. $42 upfront, and for hourly they have to pay 0.006 per hours. And if you do that, then for the free 3-year terms, you can just pay 0.004 per hours. That is the discount. 0.002 dollars per hour is the discount that you get when using the reserved instances. Most of the large companies use this kind of also. Another is the spot instances. It allows customer to bid on the unused Amazon EC2 capacity and run those instances for as long as their bid exceed the current spot price. It is a spot price where you can bid and use the unused resources. Let's talk about the final one, free using tiers. This one is the paying method where the student use the most because they don't have much money and they just use a free using tier. 750 hours of EC2 running Linux, RHEL or SLES T2 micro instances uses 750 hours of EC2 running Microsoft Windows Server T2.micro instances use. These are the services that they provide, how much they can use for free. Okay, 750 hours of elastic load balancing plus 15 GB data processing, 30 GB of Amazon Elastic block storage or in any combination of general purpose SSD or magnetic, plus 2 million input output with magnetic and 1 GB of snapshot storage, 15 GB of bandwidth out aggregated across all AWS services, and 1 GB of regional data transfer. These are the things you'll get free if you use the free using tiers for the students. If you want to learn AWS, then this is the one of the most important way you can do that. Okay, thank you guys for watching the video. This was for today. If you like the video, please hit the like buttons and subscribe. Next time when I'll get here, I'll come with the practical demo and we'll learn more about how to perform the things. Thank you for watching. Thank you everyone.